Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Sly 2 Band of Thieves for the Sony PlayStation 2. In the last episode, we found all of the clue bottles for episode 6. And now it's time to take care of some business in the Canadian wilderness. So, Sly is the only person we can play as right now, so that is who we are going to play as now.
I've got a lead on the Clockwerk Parts. Head through town and out into the wilderness.
And we will have to go out into the wilderness. Thankfully, there is not a moose with a flashlight anywhere nearby. So we are now free to go to where we need to go. Sort of. Where is he facing? He's facing that way. Let's go ahead and get some coins. I have the nice feeling that we could be able to get 10,000 coins by the end of the mission. Or close to it, maybe. Depending on how things go. Alright. We need to go over there. But one of these log cabins had something in front of it. One of them had the thing. And it's all the way at the other end. Thankfully, I can easily use... Whoa. Thankfully, I can easily use the train tracks in order to get to where I need to go. And of course, there are the handholds. Need to get him out of the way. And then I should be able to reach the other guy. Really? And then I should be able to reach the other thing very soon, maybe. Or not. Well, we can always just run our way to the other end regardless. Also, I definitely want to stay away from the... Okay, that's the train, not the tank. I definitely want to stay away from the tank here, because this thing will spawn enemies if we let the light shine on us. So, we need to... If I can do it, we need to get to... I believe this one. I think this is the one, though I can't tell from down here. Okay. This one has a timer. And that is all the way up there. Okay. Oh, this has only 45 seconds on it. Well, thankfully we put it back. We can go ahead and use the train as a means of getting over to right there, maybe. And I do want to be rather careful. I'm just going to go forego the coins here. Run away. And I should be able to get over to here safely. Plenty of time. Just as long as you remember to run and use the paraglider. And we got the chalice. I'm guessing we got one of the other treasures in the last video. Well, never mind. That's 2 out of 3 now. The other one's going to be in the bear cave down below, and even that has a timer. Yikes. Gonna have to be careful getting that one. Anyway, let us go ahead and sneak our way into the wilderness. After getting a large gold bar, of course. That'll definitely give us some coins. And here we are. However, I think there is... Okay, there isn't. Well, there is now. Looks like we'll have to go on the other side here and get him. Maybe we can be 3 for 3. Also, that was a train. What was I thinking? Thinking he was going to double back. And he's not giving... Oh, he's going to give up something now. He's going to give up a ruby. Can we yank it off of him? Yes, we can. Alright. 3 for 3 on treasures now. Hopefully there won't be a 4th anytime soon. One can only hope. Let's just go ahead and paraglide down here.
That cabin may seem rustic, but don't be fooled. It's the control center for Jean Bison's trade empire. Sneak inside and raid his files. You're sure to find out where he keeps his clockwork parts.
Ransacking his files doesn't sound hard. Now, climbing up a sheer rock wall, that'll be a challenge.
You're in luck. Before Jean Bison took over, this used to be a popular destination for rock climbers. Some of their old wall hooks are still around.
I'm guessing I just jump and hit the circle button to latch on.
That's right. And remember to lean back before you spring off the hook. You'll get more altitude.
Thanks for the tip. I'll give it a try.
And just like that, we need to go into the 3 cabins here. And of course, if we need to, we can hold down after latching on to a hook. We can hold down left or down right as well to lean diagonally. That'll make it easier to get to some of these cabins. And from here... Are you done? And from here, we can go into a cabin super easy. If this is the one that I'm thinking of, I'm going to cut the microphone for a minute or two.
Jackpot, Sly. That's Jean Bison.
Looks like he didn't notice me come in.
Just stay out of sight and take a picture of each of his trade routes. They should narrow our search for his share of the clockwork parts.
All right, I'm on it.
Hello, Arpeggio here.
Salutations, Mr. Arpeggio. Y'all got time to shoot the breeze?
Of course, for you, chum, always. Although, must we communicate through that dreadful speakerphone?
Yeah, I can think better while my legs move. Pumps blood to your brain.
Yes, of course. One must keep blood in one's brain. But do tell, is there some pressing matter you'd like to discuss?
First off, are you still coming on schedule to get that Northern Lights battery?
Yes, we're well underway. My blimp should arrive at the end of the week.
Bullseye. For second, when you gonna give me a look-see at that clockwork brain of yours? I'd sure like to buy it off you.
Bison, you covetous troglodyte. You've already got the lion's share of the parts. Would you take my meager portion of the robotic bird for your own and strip me of all my earthly pleasures?
Easy there, partner. You're all up in a lather. It's just that I found some real use for the clockwork parts I got. Why, I put 3 of them in the engines of my best trains. With those robotic doohickeys feeding the fire, them trains will run all night and all day. I call them my iron horses. Of course, I gotta keep the plans hidden. Stuffed them in my 3 trophy bass.
Sounds like you're making capital use of your share of the robotic loot. But for now, the clockwork brain stays with me on the blimp. Although, when I arrive to pick up the Northern Lights battery, I might be persuaded to give you a peek.
That'll do fine. By the way, you ready to giddy up into Perry for the final hoedown?
Yes, the blimp's hypnotist wavelengths conform to the specs drawn up by the Contessa, and Dmitri, before his unfashionable capture, did a bang-up job of distributing spice through his nightclub.
Sounds like all you're missing is some Northern Light electricity.
You're correct, sir. Yours is the final piece to the puzzle, the missing link. Once the battery is aboard, nothing will stand in the Claw Gang's way. Paris will be ours.
Yeah, okay. So, I guess I'll be seeing you at the end of the week.
Right. Farewell, Bison. Stiff upper lip. Ta-ta.
And it appears that the Claw Gang is doing all of this to take over Paris, if not the entire world. And it also appears that Jean Bison wants to use the Northern Lights, the Aurora Borealis, to power and invention created by one Arpeggio, who I believe we got our first glimpse at in episode 2, along with Jean Bison, of course. Anyway, there are blueprints here. We need to use R3 to take a picture of all of them. And we can do them all from the very place where we're standing. So there's the first one. There's the second one. And there is the third one, right behind where we were. Hold up. There we go.
Sly, did you hear that? Bison's hidden the Iron Horse blueprints in his trophy vats. Head for the fish on top of the fireplace and steal those plans.
And thankfully, they're right next to the third part of the plans. All we have to do is just go up the fish and press circle, and there we go.
Excellent. Now get out of that cabin before you're spotted.
And thankfully, we can do this without getting spotted. All we have to do is just use the metal frame at the top of the cabin.
After analyzing Bison's decorating techniques, I think we'll find the other trophy vat above the mantle in the 2 remaining cabins.
And then we can end up outside again. I smacked you around once. I can smack you around again. And it appears that these guys continuously spawn. But I think we can get to the other two okay. And thankfully I had the train to help me in that regard. Still want to be careful though. There aren't going to be enemies still around. Especially some that I can steal from. And you know what? I think it's better if we shock him. And that way he's no longer in our way anymore. And now we have the train in the way again, I think. No, we can just go up there, I think. Can we? No, we're better off just waiting for the train and then going that way. Do want to be careful, though. There are at least 2 enemies. Yeah, they're both right there. But if we need to, we can send one of them right into the fire pit. In case one of them gets wise or something. And he almost saw us. But we can sneak up on him too. Go ahead and take care of him with silent obliteration. And then we should be able to enter the second cabin.
Yep, just like I thought. Get to the fish above the mantle and steal those blueprints.
Oh dear. Okay, it's L1. So what we're gonna do is get up on these logs. There's always a way up somewhere. For the first one, it was those crates in the corner, but for this one, we can do this. And we can always use the shock attack to get everyone else. Now, once we grab this set of blueprints, be ready to press circle because
2 down, 1 to go.
for some reason it did this in the practice run, but it didn't do it here. Sly wanted to leap towards that hook, and I was forced to press circle immediately. Thankfully, he stayed put. Also, down there is the vault. I want to get that. Oh, great. And I do not want to get smacked around, because if they hit you with the rocks, that takes half your health. Had to clear my nostrils there for a second. That was weird. Always has to happen whenever I want to do one of these videos. And I should have used the ability to shock my opponent instead of doing that. Oh, now he's doing that. Well, I can take his stuff, and you get to see it from a really nice angle this time around. Now, will the other guy see us? I don't think he will. He won't see us. Neither of them will see us either. That's really weird. And he still saw us. Great. Well, at least I was able to get some health after being smacked with that rock. Those rocks, again, they will take off half your health if one of them hits you, which is probably more health than one of these enemies should be able to take off of you. Now, thankfully, all their other attacks are weaker, but that rock attack, no bueno. So now we got these guys out of the way, and I have some stuff. Might as well go ahead and smash some stuff, whether it be barrels or chairs or bottles of whiskey. I'm assuming those are whiskey bottles. Once we do that, we're going to leave with the plans, and we're also going to leave with what is in the vault over there. Apparently it's a very good thing that we got all 30 of the clue bottles before we started this episode off.
Jean Bison's in for another rude awakening the next time he checks in this vault. The code should be 129. Jean Bison's in for another
Okay.
rude awakening.
Press the ROM button. I should be able to do it this time, though.
You've gotten the music box move.
And the music box works the same as the alarm clock. You press the assign button to aim, then you press it again to throw. The music box lasts a little longer than the alarm clock, as not only will it attract enemies to a specific spot where you throw it to, but it will also cause enemies to go to sleep, keeping them in place a little longer. Could have been useful here, but we had to get it in order to use it. So now that that's over with, I do have it equipped on L1, right? Right. Okay. We need to go on to the last cabin. And this has been going on longer than I thought it would. There should be at least one guy over here. No? No. Okay. I was expecting there to be at least one guy hanging off to the side there, but nope. He was not there this time. And now we can just make our nice little... Oof. If I can grab stuff I can make... Really? I can make myself a nice little getaway over to the other side of the level. Assuming I can get there. Maybe I should use... Okay. Not exactly the best way to get up there, but it's better than nothing, I suppose. I just need to watch out for the bear traps. Ah, perfect. Okay. Nearly did that again. And now we should be able to get in here.
The last trophy bass is above the fireplace. Be careful.
Attention all cabin guards. I've heard tell from the boys at Ponderosa Cabin there's someone been in my hidden blueprints. Everyone stay sharp. This ain't no summer camp. I don't pay you boys to lollygag while there's a thief in these parts.
And it appears that Jean Bison is onto us. So we need to be careful. And apparently we can get onto this bookcase. Well, there was another way, I think. That was probably one of the best ways to do this. But we do want to get these blueprints, and
Exceptional work, Sly. That's the last of the blueprints.
I want to make sure that I jump clear over these bottles of whiskey, so that way I can easily get to the door.
Armed with all three blueprints, we should be able to isolate and track the Iron Horse trains through that satellite dish.
Top of the mountain, huh? Shouldn't take long.
It really shouldn't take long at all to get up there. We do still want to watch out for any of the guards, because there will be some halfway up. Like so. And of course there's also the possibility of slipping on the way up there. Just not getting up there super easily like we should. I'm going to go ahead and just do the spin attack on him so that way we don't have to deal with him anymore.
This appears to be the only way up. Keep an eye out for those rock climber wall hooks. They might be useful.
It would be even better if I could grab onto the hooks, but apparently the game isn't letting me do this for some reason. Better. Alright. Let's get up here. We've been up here before. Now we have a use for this satellite.
This is great. We've got total access to the train's GPS system. It's all on my computer. Head back to the safe house. I'll crunch some numbers and give you and Murray the rundown.
And it's cutscene time.
Thanks to Sly's efforts, we now know the location of all three of the local Clockwerk Parts. 2 lugs and a stomach. Jean Bison has grafted each piece to the engine in one of his Iron Horse trains. This improvement allows the trains to run all night and all day. We won't have the luxury of sneaking in while they're stopped. While they're in motion, the only way aboard is through a hatch on the caboose roof, which unfortunately has been locked down. These need to go. First, collect the spice gas from the balloons above town, and then land on the back of the caboose to blow off the locks. Once the way is cleared, I'll suit up and jump into Iron Horse number 1 while it passes near town. With some luck, we'll have the first Clockwerk lug in a few hours.
And we now have the second part of this episode underway. Before I do anything else, though, I do want to go to ThiefNet and see what we have. Well, we have 3 rupees, a gold bar, and a ruby. That'll get us to over 9,000. About time. Of course, we're going to have to get some more coins because soon we're going to be able to play as Bentley and Murray for the missions that they're going to have to do. And of course, get the abilities that they can get in this episode. But that will have to wait until the next video. Join me next time where we get our plans underway, where we finally get on those trains and also try to disrupt more of Jean Bison's plans. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!